Hey y'all, how you doing today? All right, uh, pretty busy doing a lot of work around here. You hear in the background, that's my truck. That's what you hear. And I thought I'd give you a little glimpse into what I'm doing. It's not all that riveting or exciting, but I've got this new camera holder, and I thought this would be kind of fun to do this. And I don't know. Let's see what we can do here, okay? Okay, here we go. car hauling trailers. You can see I got a bunch of scrap metal on it right now. Helping out my aunt. She's her husband passed away. My uncle, he passed away about, oh, I'm not sure, about 3 or 4 years ago, something like that, maybe longer. But anyway, which that's sad enough. But anyway, yeah, I'm just trying to help her out a little bit. Probably not gonna make much off of that, but that's okay. Not a big deal. That's not what's important. Let's see. Got their horses right there. That one, the white and orange reddish colored one, that is Duchess. And that little miniature horse, that's Duke. Black and white. And I'm going to tell you something. Just because he's a small horse, you might think these two bigger ones kind of beat up on him. Oh, hell no. Let me tell you something. He holds his own every step of the way. He's appropriately named Duke because he reminds me of John Wayne. He may not be big like John Wayne, but I tell you what, he don't take no shit off nobody. And this is Willa. As you can see, she's waiting to be fed. It's getting close to their feeding time. So, anyway. Alright. Yeah, I need to replace that wheel there, that landing wheel. Or what's left of it anyway. You just saw me fail big time there. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to fix all that. Well, honestly, that might work out to my favor. So, okay. Put my lock back on there because I don't want... I know it's a trailer full of junk and it ain't worth much, but I'm more concerned about the trailer than anything else. So, alrighty. I'm gonna take a little ride back around front. You know what? This is a really good time to talk about some things about your trailer. I'll make this quick. I won't bore you to death. But when you are hooking up a trailer, be sure to use something right here. Okay? A bolt, a lock like what I've got. That way when you're going down the road, this thing can't vibrate, come up on you and unlock on you. There's a little sleeve that comes down and locks onto your hitch ball right there. So also too, make sure you got good chains. They are in good shape. There's nothing wrong with them. Make sure they haven't been dragging the ground for like, you know, the past 500 miles or so. Something else, make sure you have a good heavy duty receiver plug. Okay. Something I like to do on my trailers, I like to run a separate ground on the body of the trailer itself. Some people will allow the trailer to ground through the hitch coupling, you know, where the coupling here hooks onto the hitch ball. I like to have the hitch coupling do the ground, and also a separate ground right there. Furthermore, make sure your cable is in good shape. This one needs to be replaced. As you can see, the plastic coating is just completely worn off. I've got a new one coming. So another thing is, make sure you got a good decent jack. As you can see, I've got my boat hitch, my boat winch there, and I've got it holding down everything. And there's another thing too, something else is too, when you're using ratchet straps, one, make sure they're tight, because they will work their way loose a little bit. Secondly, make sure they are tight. This one could use a little tightening up. This one isn't bad. This trailer, this part of this truck bed though, it's coming off, so that's not all that important. But make sure you don't have anything laying on here just loose that could fly off. Okay. This stuff, some of the stuff's coming off here anyway, because that's why it's on here. Had to be transported back here. But when you are using ratchet straps, make sure the excess is tied off here. Make sure your excess is tied off. Okay. Don't let it flop around and get caught in, see, like this one here, I've got the excess tied off on this right here. Not a big deal. As you can see, I did the same thing with this one. The excess is looped around here, and then it can't get down there under the wheels, it can't drag on the ground and get damaged or anything like that. Like I said earlier, make sure loose stuff like this doesn't get left laying around. Make sure it's put somewhere where it can't fall out. Now, like I said before though, this is coming off this truck bed. The reason I'm keeping it, it's got some pretty good sheet metal in it, and it's got some nice compound curves. I said it's got pretty good sheet metal, but it's got a lot of rust right there in that fender well. But that's okay, because what I'm doing is I'm keeping it for this right here, and this, and the bed floor. Yeah, what's there of it. But furthermore, you want to keep, if you do a lot of fabricating, you want to keep those compound curves, because they're pretty hard to make on your own. And I mean, like this here, I mean, that's going to be a pretty hard curve to make. And when you're fabricating, and maybe you're not, like, say, some sort of master fabricator, if you can like cut this off of something and then apply it to your project, guess what? You've saved yourself a hell of a lot of time right there. So just a little tip there. But you can see right here, this ratchet strap, I tied off my excess right here, and that saved that ratchet strap. Another thing, if your ratchet straps are going to be holding something down on a trailer for a long time, cover them up, okay? Because the sun does cook the hell out of them, okay? It will degrade them, okay? And another thing about your trailer, make sure your tires are in good shape, aired up, inflated properly. Also, when you do get tires put on, go ahead and balance them. You wouldn't believe how much nicer that is right there. And another thing, if you have hubcaps like this, the dust caps like this comes off, so I can get it off here. This comes off. This is just a rubber plug, and guess what? You've got a grease fitting in there. You can pack up your wheel bearings full of grease with that. So that's pretty nice. Okay? Another thing is, make sure your trailer brakes work. Okay, I think this one, this one's just got them right here on this axle. Not this axle, but this axle. Okay? So those are really just some basic tips. Every once in a while, look at your tires, make sure they're in good shape. Okay? If you haul scrap metal off like me, you want to make sure that they don't have any kind of metal sticking out of them or stuff like that. And rolling around in the backyard here, could catch like a stick or a twig or something like that in one of the tires. Well, not maybe a twig, but could run over some sort of really sturdy stick and poke a hole in one of the tires. So, keep your eyes open for that sort of stuff when you're about to tow, because ain't nothing worse than having your project car on here or your future project car on a trailer, and you're going home with it, and then your tires on your trailer decide to go to hell in a handbasket, and just ruin the whole trip and the car that's on the trailer as well, plus the vehicle that is towing the trailer. Okay,